Hello, everybody. I think we're on. Let's see. Hey, Nikki, I see you. Hello, reading Forget Me Not, Mia Sosa. I don't think I know that one. Have you heard that one, Hannah?
Yes. I have not read that one, but I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
What are you reading? You're still reading, what was it? The Oz book?
Yeah. Yeah. I already told you about it's literally so Lion the prequel. I think you saw that my last video. I'm talking about it. I'm so excited. It's a bloody horrific romance with this witch that rips off girls' heads and then wears them. It's everything I want.
Right.
In a romance, and then when you finally get to book 1 of the series, it's 10. It's not the same at all. So April and I were talking, and Vita here. Hello, Vita. We're all reading it together along with Ej, and we're basically just kind of crap talking it because it's nowhere near what Lion was at all.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's very Wattpad-ish. The storyline is neat, the concept of it.
But how long is it?
I think it's only 270 pages.
How long was the first one?
30 pages. The prequel is just a short, sweet little thing. So we really think that the prequel was done after everything, just as a little bonus for the readers. But it is what it is. Yeah, Vita's saying she's on the last 40 pages of 10. It's rough. Yeah, okay. So there's no shining light at the end of the tunnel, or at the end of the yellow brick road, man.
Nice.
Yeah. What are you reading, Hannah?
I am reading, I'm listening to Temptation because I'm behind you guys right now. I am listening. I'm only on chapter, I literally have read the first chapter.
Yeah. Wait, what do you think of the first chapter though? Because the first chapter is the super cinematic, sad one.
Yeah, it's like a background character thing, right? Yeah. I thought it was good. I'm glad that they did a little bit of a background situation.
Yeah.
But so I guess we'll have to see. I'm kind of, I don't know.
Oh God. What? Are you gonna say something bad about Caleb?
I'm hating on him.
Oh my God, Hannah. Oh, it was when, as you were just talking about chapter 1, I was literally oh, he's not driving with chapter 1 as much as I was, because I was in it. The first chapter, I was full on immersed. I was so sad for Caleb. I felt everything.
So. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All right.
But I'm doing that, and then I'm making my mom I'm making her birthday gift right now. I'm making a garden and canning themed journal for her.
Okay, awesome.
Do you want to see the card I made her?
Yes.
If this was my channel, I'd be worried, but no. Sometimes she pops in on my channel, Oh.
But oh my God, that looks so cute. That's the paper you made.
This is so this is the paper I made, and then this background here is the paper that I eco-dyed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then this right here is an antique birthday card from 1913 that was already signed and everything and dated, and because it was mailed.
Did you get that on your trip?
Yeah, I have a bunch of postcards.
Oh, that looks so good.
So that's why I picked this one out because I have a lot of birthday ones, and that's why this is all pink.
Yeah.
And I got a sticker, and it says "Laugh and Grow Wise." It's an owl, and I did some tracing on the back.
Oh my God, that looks so cute, Hannah. That looks so flippin' good.
And then I made the envelope out of eco-dyed paper that I did.
Oh my God. You are a talent, woman.
I'm having way too much fun.
Good.
Too much. But I'm also getting barely any reading done. But the thing is, I could. But I have been having the worst of luck with books. The last 2 months, I read a crap ton. This month I have DNF'd one book, given one book 3 stars, and one book 2 stars. And it's just like,
yeah,
sad.
Killing your mojo.
It's killing my like desire to read. Like I need a 5-star book.
Well, keep reading Temptation, especially once you get to the spicy bits.
I'm reading that, and then I'm reading Wicked Intentions by Elizabeth Hoyt.
Okay, I'm reading actually an Elizabeth Hoyt book right now. It's my first one. I think it's like Desires of the Duke. The storyline is really good. It's about like these lords of chaos. They essentially like they kind of kidnap women and
Is it from the Maiden Lane series?
Yes.
Okay, mine's the first one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know which one mine is.
You can read them out of order from what I know.
It's good, but the only thing was the way that she does her intimate scenes, I don't really jive with as much. I don't like how she writes her intimate scenes. It will like have some heat, and then all of a sudden she's using like more of the medical terms for the body parts. So it like throws you out, you know? So that's where it's just kind of like
no seed pockets. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no seed pockets. That's for sure. Okay, let's see what everybody else is reading too. Oh, Tara's saying that's gorgeous. By the way, Hannah, we got to give you some love.
Oh, thank you.
So pretty. That's gorgeous. Everyone's gonna love on that. Gardenia says, I love to sometimes collect old postcards too because of the written stories. Yeah, I kind of miss that we don't really do that anymore. Like texting and technology is so great, but having like old written letters and postcards, they're special.
Yeah.
Says I'm reading Slightly Tempted by Mary Ballow, which is the 4th book in a series I've been binging. I don't know if I've read Mary Ballow. I've read so much. I haven't,
but I have a couple of her books.
Yeah, I've read so much over the years, but I like didn't have Goodreads until a couple months ago, and I'm still not good about updating it. So I have no
I know that Crystal really likes her, and I feel like I have a lot of similar taste to her. Yeah. So I want to try her out.
Yeah, I see her all the time at like thrift stores and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying medical terminology is not sexy.
No.
It really isn't. And they use the word cunny, which is just
I've never heard.
Yeah, cunny.
That's literally like one of my least, like my most disliked phrases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that in a historical romance before, but I'll take it.
Really? I can't. Yeah. I hate that.
Well, like, I mean, I'll take it, I guess, in the sense of like, I'll read it. I'll still continue. It's not something that's going to make me stop. But
no, I'm still going to read the book. I mean, I'm literally for that one. I'm like 2 chapters in.
Oh, okay. So you'll have to let me know about the intimate scene then.
Yeah.
Like how she writes it.
Hopefully she like doesn't use that phrase because I really just don't like it.
Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. B just says cunny and quim. What's a quim? Is a quim the same word for like a cunny?
I was thinking of a different word. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pray.
You Google it, Hannah. We all need to know.
Wait, no, I just private chatted you. That's what I thought. Yeah.
I hope that's not in a romance novel.
But it sounds kind of like it.
Oh my god. Oh, cunny equals quim. Okay, thank you, B.
Oh, okay.
Why quim? Where's that come from? I'm gonna look up like the history of this. Amber, I'm starting Wed to the Alien Warlord by January Bell, in the mood for an alien romance.
Ooh. Nice. See, technically, well, I did just read an alien romance, but I got really disappointed by it because that's the one I gave 2 stars. It was the sequel to a book I gave 5 stars.
Ooh, bummer.
So that's
same couple or different couple?
Different couple.
Okay. Bummer, man.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some. It's like Lion. I loved it. Thought the series was going to be epic. And now I'm like literally, if it wasn't for Vita, April, and Edge, I would have DNF'd it.
Are you going to continue in the series?
No. None of us literally, we're just like, we're not doing this again.
How much do you have left?
I think like 60 pages.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Dee Dee loves books. Hi, just starting Bound to a Warrior. Don't know that one. Is that a historical romance or is that an alien romance? I feel like that title could go either way. Liz says, hello, reading The Unseelie Crown by Catherine Ann Kingsley, book 2 in the Maze of Shadow series. Is that like the second book, Married to the Unseelie King? Is that the first one? B says, why indeed? Why is it quim? Where's that word come from? Like, honestly.
I don't know.
I'm sorry if I mispronounce your guys' names, by the way. Drumion Forever. Hi, everyone. Currently reading The Duke Alone by Christy Caldwell. Yes, historical. Okay. Married to the Warlord. Miss Pizza reads, I'm starting Gallows Pole by Eris Adderley, pirate romance. What's up? I'm always in a pirate mood. Dee Dee Loves Books by Donna Fletcher. Lisby, book 1 is The Unseelie Prince. That's it. Okay, I know what series you're talking about.
I've seen that on KU. How was it?
Yeah, I've seen that one. I think I've heard people either really like it or they really hate it. There's not really an in-between. Vita, I also would have DNF'd in no way in my continuing Fae of Oz series. Yeah, it's a huge disappointment. Like a huge disappointment. Because like the other series that she has too, it's like the Vampires of Wonderland. Sick premise. Again, you got gore. And then they're coming out with like a Sleeping Beauty one. I'm loving that. I love the fairy tale.
If you want gore, now it's a little bit of a longer. Oh my gosh, what's the name of this book?
Our book for Friday, To Bleed a Crystal Bloom, that's supposed to have some gore in it. Which, by the way, guys, if you guys want to read To Bleed a Crystal Bloom, it's on KU. But Friday night over on Hannah's channel, it's for the Spelled by Romance book club that she hosts. It's also on our Discord called The Hideaway. We're going to be doing that at 7 p.m., right, Hannah?
Yes. And I keep on forgetting to like share about that on Instagram.
Yeah. It's like a Rapunzel retelling
right
that's supposed to be like kind of gory, and it's supposed to be good. The first 10 chapters are supposed to be a little claustrophobic to kind of make you feel what the main character's really feeling. And then after that, it like just bursts outward and the world gets bigger. We get monsters, all that jazz. So if y'all are interested, it's not historical.
I'm really excited for that one because I know Jess really likes it, and it's Rapunzel, and I love Rapunzel. Her Soul to Take. Have you read that?
Mm-mm.
You should read that one. It's by Harley LaRue.
Ooh, okay.
And it's got almost like Twilight vibes a little bit because it's this girl who she's a YouTuber, and she YouTubes like ghost, like paranormal ghost hunting kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She goes back to her hometown and basically gets in trouble kind of with like this coven, and then she accidentally summons a demon, and it's a romance between her and the demon, but it's definitely like a gory, dark romance.
Yeah, I like it. I'm sold already.
It's really good, and yeah, you have to read it.
What's it called again?
Her Soul to Take.
Her Soul to Take. Okay.
By Harley LaRue.
Okay, I'll have to put that on my list.
I gave that 5 stars. I did not like the sequel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think the 3rd book just came out or is coming out soon. Okay. I know a lot of people like the 2nd book, but I have heard a lot of people say that they didn't like the 2nd book as much. But it's not really like slow burn. It's like from like page 2.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I was just trying to add that in here. But you know what? Why don't we actually start reading, get some reading in on here, and then we can come back and chat a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to read, man. I'm like,
I do too.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, let's do 30 minutes and then we'll come back here and we'll chat and all that jazz. Cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened.
I was legit looking for my timer. I was like, I know it's somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. It's like my internet was totally fine, but it's like all of a sudden StreamYard just like went, like it closed.
Crashed.
Yeah. So
Oh, there it is. I found it.
your timer. Right in time.
Right.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much time we had left, but we could chat for a little and then go back to it.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. You know, I'm a professional.
Right?
I promise.
Well,
right, tell me about temptation because I need to know how much you love Caleb. Because you do. Okay? You do, Hannah. You don't get a choice.
I do.
You love Caleb. He's the best one. Ever.
I don't know. You know what?
What?
It's like a personal thing that like, I'll tell you, yeah. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of wishy-washy, but I don't think he actually is. I just think, I don't know. I'm just getting kind of fed up with him.
Oh, I can't get enough. Literally, on the read along the other day, like his voice came on when we started the book, and I like out loud, I had it on silent and everything, but out loud I was literally just like, I miss this man.
I love his voice and I love the voice actor, but it's the character, like the actual dude. I feel like, I don't know.
Oh, dude, I'm into him.
But I don't know. Like, I really like
Alex.
It's so weird because like the kinks and stuff, like I usually am into like that stuff like in my books, but I think it's the wishy-washy thing and the like he won't like the religion thing peeves me off.
Max,
So, like that whole situation with it, if you know what I mean, peeves me off. Like, so I think that's like my own thing though. It's why I don't read like Sierra Simone's series, like I think it's like the Sinner series. There's like Priest and Sinner and Saint. I never planning on reading those. I'm not planning on reading. There's another one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't
at first I was like, yes, because then like I liked I liked where it was going, but then I think I'm getting like annoyed because of
stuff.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But I think that like I'm still enjoying it though. I'm still enjoying the book. He's not my favorite.
That's okay. More for me then. That's fine.
I really like the Vikings, so
yeah,
and I really like
you're gonna be upset where we stop. Sorry. Your face. You'll see. You'll get there.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to read that much between now and tomorrow night though, to be on the live.
Okay.
Plus it's at 9 o'clock and like starting a live at 9 o'clock. Though I'm gathering if it's that far to the end, the live's only gonna be like an hour.
Yeah, it might be an hour, maybe a little longer. Depends how long we talk. I think we're gonna like just jump right on into it though, and not talk much because people are pissed where I made them stop. So, Sorry. But yeah. But anyways, my book 10, the book that I told you we already didn't like. We got to an intimate scene, and like Vita like described it really well. It's just like either super like cheesy McCheeserson. Or it's just not written right. Honestly, it feels like a teenager who I'm back. My glasses.
I was like
tired. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a weird reading sprint. Okay.
It's okay. We're good. We're all good.
But yeah, so my book's not great, but I was highly entertained during the intimate scene because we're kind of like hate reading it right now. But you know, it's cool. Let's check what everybody else is doing. How about that?
Wait, how far did you get though?
I think I read like maybe a chapter, which was the intimate scene, maybe 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Lisa says she's reading A Matter of Temptation by Stacy Reed. Stacy Reed is a very popular author. She's the one of is it The Wolf and the Wildflower that's been everywhere? I need to read that one. I know it's on KU.
Stacy Reed did
It's The Wolf and the Wildflower, right? I think so. Ooh, will it be live sprints? Nikki, what are you asking about? Sorry, I'm gone, babe. I'm gone.
Maybe The Wolf and the Wallflower?
That's it. The Wolf and the Wallflower. Hey,
something's not right about this.
My bad. That's just our team, you know. And I'm like a wildflower, right? That's what it's called. I'm gone. I'm so gone.
I love it.
Mrs. Pizza reads Her Soul to Take. She loves it. Okay, good to know. I'm putting it on my list, man. I feel like a lot of us are. Yeah, Vita, I want to read Her Soul to Take. Nikki's saying To Bleed a Crystal Bloom's been on her TBR forever. Well, join us Friday then. We're going to read it together. We're starting it all together.
Maybe I'll get a 5-star out of it.
Fingers crossed. It has high reviews.
Right.
I'm still trying to catch up on the Make Games read-alongs, and I'm still on the first book as other books keep getting in the way. Oh my God, even Make Games hasn't taken over your life?
I'm just so sad because I feel like last month I had 2 amazing reading months.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like,
well, it's bound to happen. I mean, like you can't just have like amazing reading months every month, right?
I just found this washi tape that's like got skeletons on it.
Spooky season's here, man.
Cute.
Oh. Emily, hi everyone. I'm working on Priory of the Orange Tree. I think that's a thick boy, if I remember correctly. That book's long. Gardini, I forgot to mention.
Priory is very long, and it took me a couple of weeks because it's also
high fantasy,
like slow paced. Huh?
Oh, okay. Gardenia says I'm reading That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I heard those are good. I think that's a series.
That one is, yeah. I've read the first 3, but one of them's a novella.
Okay.
And I adore that series. Especially the second one, That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf.
Yeah.
So good.
Is it just like a cozy rom-com?
It is cozy fantasy romance, and what I really like is it's basically set in this like fantasy world that's kind of inspired by the American Bayou, like the southeastern, like and it's very kind of like swamps and stuff like that too, and like it just gives you those vibes, but then it's like very cozy fantasy-esque at the same time.
Okay.
And I love that it has like Black female like heroines.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see that often. I feel like as often, especially like cozy fantasy and stuff like that. And I just liked it. And also the characters, like the heroines, are really strong too. And they're really funny. Like the comedy is really good. Overall, yeah, I really love it. I think the first book is like my least favorite. I think I gave it 4 stars.
Which was the first one? The Saved a Demon?
That's how, yeah. Yeah, the Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, I believe.
All right.
Yeah. And I gave that one 4 stars, and then I think I gave the other 2 5 stars, and I still have not read the most recent one, but I want to.
Didn't that author get picked up?
It did, and that's why it's kind of like you.
That's awesome for the author.
Oh yeah, but it's hard to get. I think that because it used to be on KU. I don't know if the ebooks are. I don't know if you can buy them right now. I think you probably can. But the actual physical copies aren't coming out until like January, like of like the first one.
Okay.
So kind of a bummer.
Right.
It's like taking a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like if like you're like, okay, well, you can't read the ebook, and then it's like you can get it in like a year. I don't know. I think books are available now, but you have to pay for them.
All right.
So
Books Forever After is reading the book you and I did a buddy read on, Marry a Marble Marquis. He's at 30.
Oh, really?
I'm curious how you like it.
That was our first buddy read.
It was our first buddy read. It was our first date, man. Yeah. I was like okay with it. I need to try the other books in the series.
I think I liked it. Oh, by the way, I threw out those washies. I like checked this and I was like, because I got new glitter ones and I was like, this is not.
Oh, the ones that smelled, right?
Yeah, I threw them out.
I thought you meant the skeleton one. I'm like, why? That one was sick.
No, those glittery ones, they smelled like
fish, right? Yeah, that's weird. I love that you whispered that. Like, that's a bad word. All right. Vita, she said she only read 10 pages. Vita's reading 10 with me, guys. We're hate reading it. She was a little distracted. Her and I, we're talking, like going through it. I'm going through the intimate scene, just like, what? What is this? What is this verbiage? What the heck does that mean? There's a line in there that literally says something. I could taste the way that sounded.
I'm sorry, what?
What's that mean? Okay. What? But
I hate when authors like think it's fun to mix up the senses. Like, yeah. I've seen that before. Like I've seen authors do that before, and I really hate it.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like they were like avoiding trying to say words. Like, it's funny. I was talking about Elizabeth Hoyt. Her terminology was too medical for me. And then this one, they're just like avoiding the words at all costs, just saying like his hand was where I really wanted it to be. It's over here where I really need it.
Where's that?
What? So it was great.
Need more information.
Right. Kristen, how you doing? I feel the same about Caleb. Love the narration, but not so into him as a character. Whatever, Kristen.
Totally agree, Kristen.
Shut up, Hannah. Autumn. Vikings what, Hannah? Is there a Viking in that series? Oh my God.
Yes.
Autumn. Yes. So I think I told you about the making.
Autumn's like super into the Viking. I love Vikings.
Oh my God, yeah.
Autumn, you have to tell us, did that come from like your love of The Last Kingdom? Like, did you watch the show and then become obsessed with Vikings? Because I did. Just wondering.
Oh, I think the only Viking I'm obsessed with is Loki, and that's because of Chris Hemsworth. Hi, Bob. How you doing? I got the X Hex, by the way, Bob. If you're still on here.
Wait. What is it? Aaron?
I'm not sure.
Aaron,
but it's called the X Hex.
I own that.
Read it to me. You have that? Well, buddy, read it.
Yes.
Yeah, Bob recommended it to me the other day, and I was like, okay, this sounds fun, because it said, like, the first sentence is something like, you should always know not to mix vodka with magic.
I'm trying to read my physical TBR, and I feel like sometimes it's hard to get, like, fun fantasy romances, because, like, I don't own that many, like, because with KU, you get, like, the short, fun, like, quick, plot-driven, just,
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I generally don't buy those, so I feel like...
Yeah, I usually don't buy contemporary. I happened to find it at the thrift store, though, so I was like, oh, yoink, you're coming home with me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, let's see. I'll do a couple more comments, and then we can start reading again, guys. I know we're being really talky. Mrs. Pizza reads, I'm nervous about my book. I think it's darker than I anticipated, but pirates, so I persevere. Hey, pirates are meant to be dark, but, like, how dark, actually, are you talking? Like, are we...
What book?
Get into bad territory. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. She mentioned it up here. Gallows Pole by Eris Adderley.
Oh. I've never heard of that. Is it good? Maggie, are you frozen? I think that's a yes. Which comment are we on? Books Forever After, but I also just finished The Highwayman last night, so I kind of feel hungover. I totally understand that. That's like a really good book. That was one of the first historical romances that I read, and I do have the second one in that series, and I hear the whole series is really good, so I want to try that out. But I really like The Highwayman. Hopefully Maggie comes back. April, the X-Hex is so fun. Oh, can I? Oh, I can. I can click on these because I forgot because we share our StreamYard. What? I think I missed this part. My obsession with the Vikings definitely started with The Last Kingdom. I'm obsessed with that show. Okay, me too. That's exactly what happened for me. Is I became obsessed. I did not I did not watch the last season, though. I do think the show kind of went a little bit downhill, and I also I lose my attention span after like 3 seasons of a show. I'm the reason Netflix is doing that thing where they just cancel shows. That's me. I'm the problem. Awesome. I'm really excited to read it. So, hi. What's really cool is I realized I can click on the comments because usually when you're stuck on someone else's, and I was like, oh, wait, I can do that.
Oh, yay. Yay, that makes me happy.
Because you're supposed to, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you click. Okay.
I don't care. I don't even know where I'm at.
It was on the XX is so fun. April.
XX is so fun. Oh, okay. Wait, Wolf and the Wildflower, Tara, reading that. And it makes sense when you read it. No, it's The Wolf and the Wildflower, and it makes sense when you read it. I knew it! I knew it! Hannah.
Oh.
It is the Wildflower. It's all good.
I just decorated this whole envelope with washi tape.
That's all washi tape?
Yeah.
That looks so good. You called that a junk journal, didn't you?
Yeah, this is just okay. So this is the spine for now.
Yeah.
This is this is a signature. So
good.
It's like kind of craziness. And this has comes off, and there's surprise seeds in there that she doesn't know about. And
it's so cool. Oh my God. I freaking love that. Yeah, I love how it's got that gaudy feel. It all feels right. It all works perfectly together, but it's all it has tons of stuff in it. Mm-hmm. I love things like that.
Yeah, me too.
Angelique, hey Mags, I know I mentioned it before, but I really, really, really want you to read Infectious Intent series by Rita Redswood. It's a trilogy, and I guarantee that you will love it. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. I'm legit gonna write it down.
What did she say it was called?
Infectious Intent.
Is this a post-apocalyptic?
Yeah, I need to look that one up. I will be completely honest, Angelique. I forgot about this, so that's why I'm writing it down. Is it on KU, Angelique? Let me know, because that will make it easier for me. Dee Dee loves books. I just read that one right before the readathon started. Gave it a 4 stars. It's a fun read. Okay, I'm gonna kind of jump around. Sorry, guys.
Jump around. Jump up. Okay.
Giving me some 90s music, serenading me. April, slowly unbuttoned my overalls, made me laugh so hard. Yes. Okay, she's talking about Tin. That's Dorothy, you guys, in the intimate moment.
Oh, no.
She's unbuckling some overalls because that's sexy.
Oh my gosh.
It's great in that regard. Bob says, hope you like it. I'm reading Blood of an Exile by Brian Naslund. All right. I love the X-Heck and the Kiss Curse even more. Yeah, I haven't read anything from that author. I'm totally new to her. I'm also like not a super like contemporary person, so I'm hoping I'm gonna be into it. I'm reading Twisted Games by Anna Huang, and I am hoping to finish it soon. Is Twisted Games that series where it's like the billionaire series? Like there's an architect.
I think that there are.
I think that's the author.
I think that they are like rich, most of them, but it's the first one is like brother's best friend, and the second one is like a bodyguard romance with a princess.
Okay.
But they're contemporary. I believe.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're contemporary. I think I've seen a couple people talk about them. Autumn saying, oh my God, why? Go back and rewatch it, Hannah, and watch to the end, including the movie that just came out. I read the first book in the Last Kingdom series and loved it. There's no romance, but it's good.
Oh. I want to, but at the same time, I can't even like tell you the amount of TV shows that I loved, but I just didn't finish them.
Oh, really? I read more than I watch stuff, though.
Me too.
I have a hard time finding shows that like I'm really into. But Madeline's saying, do I need to enter my Viking era? What do I start with? You start with the Make Games. I will tell everybody that. Anytime someone wants a book recommendation, you could say, I want a nonfiction book. I'm going to say the Make Games. Okay? Like, this is whatever you want to read, it's the Make Games. That's what it is. It's my personality, guys. Sorry. But there's a Viking in it. So, Madeline, you should definitely read it. His name's Alec. And he's a golden retriever, basically. He's not like a shifter golden retriever. He's a Viking, but you know, he's the archetype of a golden retriever. Oh, April, I'm trying to tell people like, go read it. It's so good. April, the Irish guy, made The Last Kingdom 10 times better for me. I never watched it. Oh.
You've never watched it?
No, I haven't. I haven't even started it. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should. I'll take that as a yes. Your jaw dropping. Autumn for Vikings. If you like dark and very sexy, start with North of the Stars by Monica James. It's a duology. All right.
Also, Joanna Lindsay's Viking series, the second one, I started and was really enjoying it. I just had to put it down because I was reading like 5 books at the time. But I've heard other people talk about it and really like it too. The second book.
I haven't read Joanna Lindsay's Viking book, but I just thrifted a book. I was telling Autumn about it. It's a Viking, and it's like it's a auction block one. I love storylines where the girl's on the auction block. It's so red flag, but I freaking love it.
I think we've like talked about this before.
Yeah, but the girl, she's Egyptian. She's an Egyptian priestess, and she goes on the auction block for the like Vikings in Denmark, and a Viking buys her. Drop again.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I don't know what's going on because my internet's fine, but sorry for the chaos, guys.
I mean, like, this is what you get when it's like last minute.
Yeah, we're hanging out, you know, we're just jiving, we're friends. We're hanging.
We're here.
Yeah. Eliza, also you guys probably already know this, but this blew my mind. Erin Sterling, who wrote the XX, is Rachel Hawkins, who writes mystery/thriller books.
I feel like I actually have heard that before, but forgot it. So
April saying, Autumn, it's not Viking, it has a Viking. He's a demigod is a better description. Think Thor.
Right.
Yeah.
But he also has like he sounds exactly like the dude that plays Thor. but he's actually supposed to be Loki, but he sounds exactly like
Chris Hemsworth?
Thor.
You think he sounds like Chris Hemsworth?
Oh my gosh, he sounds exactly like him.
Really? I don't get that. I
You
picture him
don't?
as Chris Hemsworth.
That's why I'm obsessed with him.
I'm like, it's so funny. I think he has the cheesiest accent. Sorry.
I can't with you.
Caleb's the best.
Where's my sticker book?
All right, anyways, Autumn says I have Joanna Lindsay's Viking series on my shelf, so I'll be getting to that. I own so many I've been collecting, but haven't read any yet. Well, we read our Viking one. That one was bleh. April, if I has a single Viking, that's enough for me. All right, last comment, and then we can read again. Sherry, are you using StreamYard? It has been having trouble. I am using StreamYard, yes, and I've never had trouble before until tonight. So
sometimes it just like gets in a mood, and it's a butt to everyone using it that night.
I'm a butt munch, man. Yeah. Not cool. Okay, well, before it goes out again, why don't we try to start another 30-minute timer? Yeah. All right. Oh, I have to add this again. Okay. Let's do it, guys. All right. See you in a bit.
Where's my headphones?
Okay. Hello. Literally, ever since that one time when my first reading sprint for OUAR, when I like came back and I was just loud and I scared everybody, ever since then I'm like, just whisper, Maggie. Whisper when you come back.
Oh my God. You know,
I remember you jumped.
here's the thing though, like, oh my God, I jump at everything. Like I have an awful starter like reflex, worse than anyone I've ever met. Like
Yeah.
I get scared. I scare people how scared I get. Like I was at the library the other day and this like elderly couple passed behind me and I jumped 10 feet in the air. They weren't doing anything. They're like, oh, sorry, dear.
Oh my gosh. You shouldn't tell me that. I'm the type of person when people tell me what their worst fear is, I like make it come true.
Well, it's not like a fear. It's like an automatic reaction. It's just like,
Yeah.
I mean, my husband will walk in the room and I'm like, like it's
Well,
just constant. Like it's,
whenever I see you in person, because that will happen eventually, I will scare you.
I'm sure it just happens. I'm like, I'm always getting the shit scared out of me and I'm always crying too. It's just, it's me.
Oh, just your lovely cancer self. So how far did you get in your book?
I am on chapter 8 or 9.
Okay.
I finished chapter 8.
What just happened? Remind me.
I feel like I can't say anything about this book on a live.
No, it's fine. It's fine. A lot of people have. Just tell me like where it ended. You don't have to go into detail. Was
They're
it
all at the vampire's place trying, just chatting it up.
dirty chatting?
No.
Or regular chatting?
Trying to figure out what's going on and like
Noah's place.
so-and-so's like, I'm gonna tell you how he really is, and he's a bad person really and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I know where you are at. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my books hasn't gotten any better.
How far do you have left?
I think I have like 15% maybe.
Okay.
So I'll finish it. And this will be my first book that I finished for the readathon. And it's terrible. But that's okay.
It's okay. I've only finished 2 books.
Yeah.
And technically those books I started before the readathon started. So like I didn't even get the full points for them.
Yeah. One of us thinking, should we make the society papers points? I mean, you read it.
Well, there's already challenges, and isn't that kind of like based around that? Wait. Yeah.
Challenges
no,
are on
I get everything. I get the polls, the papers, and the challenges all confused.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's just like my brain. I'm just like, but there's already the challenge points.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I guess I'm just trying
to
say I read stuff. I mean, I wrote them. So
that's really normal for people like when they do a readathon, like when they're like, I don't know how I did Once Upon a Readathon and read 30 books.
You read so much.
I was not crafting.
I
was not crafting.
Oh man. I need to find time to read, but it's a lot, like you said. But that's okay because I'm loving it and you guys seem to love it. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think the first time I hosted the readathon, I got less reading done than normal. So
yeah.
And that's normal.
Yeah. Because you're kind of like getting your bearings.
Well, you're just busier too because you're talking to people all the time and like answering questions and like talking to people on Discord. Just a lot of your free time is taken up. Like a lot of your reading time is kind of taken up.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear my husband.
You're good.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Books forever after. It's okay. Feeling meh about so far. All right. Let me close the door.
You're good.
You're like, shut up, Dave. Nah, he's talking to our friends. Whoa, you made it. Yeah, you made it a while ago. Where am I? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, I see. I did scare someone. Autumn, you coming back on scared the crap out of my 8-year-old. He thought you were a ghost.
Way to go, Maggie.
Autumn, are you saying that? Because I'm just like stupid pale. I need a tan. April, well, that's good. I hope so, April. April, what'd you say? Oh, April's talking about your boy, Alec, Hannah, that he sounds like Chris, but he's Loki. And then April's talking about my book now, Tin. Awesome, someone just died. Yeah, we're like, honestly, like we want the female heroine to die. That's how bad the book is. I got to page 100 out of 356 of my book. I have 3 hours, 30 minutes left on the audiobook at the speed I listen at. All right. Bards and Books. Oh, hey, you're coming over from the Hideaway. What's up? Hi. Reading the Midnight Kingdom arc on phone, so I'll be on and off. I can't read on my phone. Like, I struggle.
Really?
So, yeah, it's so tiny. You prefer it, right? Like, you have a tendency to read on that over your Kindle?
Yeah, I'll have my Kindle. Like, I brought my Kindle in here, right?
Yeah.
But, like, when I was, like, a couple times reading along.
Yeah. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. April's saying that, oh, hold on. Let me remove this. That Tin's better than Acofast. Is that the one that has, you guys were saying, the girl that's, oh, thank you. Thanks. Be honest here. Weren't you talking about, is that Elaine, the one that you said is like a couch has more personality?
Yeah. Yeah.
That book?
Frost and Starlight is the novella that comes before A Court of Silver Flames. So the first arc is the first 3 books. I have glue all over my yoga pants.
Crafting.
The first 3 books is like a story arc, but then stuff still continues on. But then there's Frost and Starlight, according like the one she's talking about, the one April's talking about. That's like technically the 4th book, but like it's a novella, and it's mostly kind of like a Christmas book. It takes place around Yule, and but there's also some like character development for Nesta that kind of like gets you prepared for
her book.
Yeah, so it's kind of, but it's not like a full plot. Like,
yeah,
I think it's like 200 pages.
Oh yeah, that's not too much.
Yeah.
Vita says she only has 20 pages left of this trash fire. Then I might go start Akatar before bed.
Vita, I'm gonna try to read that this month with you.
Yeah. She was so excited last night when you put it on the buddy reads, or maybe it was this morning. So excited. She hasn't started it at all. Yeah. So I'm curious how you'll like the first book, Vita. If you'll love it, or if you're just gonna. I was like okay with it. I didn't hate it, but I was just okay with it. Autumn.
I really enjoyed it, and then like, I mean, I loved it, but then the second book happened, and I was like, you know, when it's you can't even just say like love's not enough. Like it's like obsession, like your child.
Oh, yeah, what I have for the Make games.
Yes, like that's.
Yeah, I need to see if that happens for me for the second book. I hope it does. I really do.
Yeah, I hope so.
Autumn says, April, it hurts me you don't like
Akasif, Silver Flame.
Yeah. I love it, but I love you too, so it's fine. I'll get over it.
Wait. I know she doesn't like Akafast, but what? April doesn't like Silver Flames?
I'm at Akafast.
Oh. I was like, April, what?
How dare you? Rachel says to be fair, is that what TBF is? Okay, I'm not.
Bucks, but
I just liked Akatar a lot. Oh. I I didn't dislike it. I liked the ending. I liked a lot of aspects, but I didn't feel romance in the first book. I just kind of felt like it,
Right, yeah.
but I didn't feel it. And to my understanding, that
It's
makes
supposed
sense
to be.
later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we shall see. The first book is meant to be meh, which is kind of like a bold strategy to go with as an author, you know, when you really think about it.
Right, but there's someone else you're intrigued by, right?
Wait, what'd you say?
Like
You say Rachel?
in the second half.
Oh, with Reese?
Like you're intrigued, you're interested.
Yeah,
Not
I
to
was
mention
intrigued.
the trials.
Yeah, I liked the trials. I liked the
Yeah.
worm and the bones. I thought that was cool. It's not enough for me to continue. I really, really didn't like it. Okay.
Which one?
Akatar.
Oh.
Yeah. If you didn't like it, you know, don't read it. It's not going to be for everybody. But the Make Games is
That's
for
her
everyone.
reaction to everything but the Make Games. If someone says they won't continue with the Make Games, it is not, oh, that's okay. It's not for everybody.
It's you, bitch.
What is wrong with you?
I'm terrible. But no, there was someone who they put it, she started the second book. I want to say her name's Eliza. And she said, it's just not for me, not my sort of like reverse harem. And I was like, that's okay. And then I cried. Not really. It's okay. Oh. April says, I'm glad someone loves Aquafast. It just isn't me. Yeah.
I didn't love it, but like, I think I gave it like 4 stars. I was here for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like enthralled.
Yeah.
I think it's my like lowest rated.
Out of all
Or
of
it
them?
was tied with Akatar.
Okay. Rachel says she just can't. I hated Feyre. All I kept thinking is poor Tam having to put up with this. So, okay, keep in mind she hasn't read the other books though, so she doesn't know the other stuff. And Feyre could be annoying, so I understand where Rachel's coming from.
I'm excited to reread this because I have not read it in 3 or 4 years.
For a while.
So
Lucien is goodest boy. I liked Lucien a lot too. Does he get a story?
oh.
Okay. I'll see, I guess. Okay, you're a Tamlin fan. Don't continue.
Right.
Fan is a strong word. He's okay. I haven't read a Sarah J. Maas book. Is it worth it to start an entire series? So I've only read the first one, Tara, and like I could see, like, although it wasn't like my favorite book, I could see why she really kicked off the whole fantasy romance genre into becoming popular. And I understand now why fairies are so popular. Because before I read it, I honestly was like, why is there fairies everywhere? I just wasn't digging it, you know? But I could see the world. So I will say that.
I would say it depends on the series and depends on like what you like in your books. Like some people are huge fans of like all of her series. I'm a fan of her. I really love the Akatar series. Crescent City to me is like a low 4-star series. I actually just thought both books were low 4 stars. I thought they were equally, like, I don't know. When I say meh, it's meh in comparison to Akatar, but they're like 4 stars, right? They're not 3-star mehs or anything like that. But in comparison to Akatar, they feel meh because they're not like
4 stars is
exceptional.
good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just not great.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have been trying to read the Throne of Glass series, and I've read the first 2. I DNF'd the prequel book, and I think I gave the first 2 books in that series 4 stars. So I guess her books always get 4 stars and up from me.
That's saying something.
Almost. Yeah, I guess. Well, because I guess there was one DNF. So
yeah. Well, everybody else in the comments is pretty much saying, Tara, yes, read it. And then Rachel's saying, yeah, you can always read one book and decide. But April's saying you can't just read the first book.
Yeah, she for me, she only has one series that is, like, phenomenal. The other ones are just really they're good. They're really good and fun. But she has one that I'm like, "Oh my gosh," like, God tier.
Which one?
ACOTAR.
Oh, the series, the whole series in
Yeah.
general. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Jesslyn, hello, I just joined. Are you still doing sprints? Yep. Still doing sprints. And then B has one Thursday and Joanna has one tomorrow. So we have sprints going on all week. But this was just a pop-up. We kind of randomly just decided to do it. Autumn, I always tell my friends who start the series to at least read the first two before deciding to quit, because book 2 is where the story really starts. ACOTAR almost feels like a prequel in a way, which is funny because it is pretty long.
It's like 350 pages or something, right?
Okay, should I start the series before Crescent City?
Yes.
There you go.
100%. 100,000%.
April saying, yeah, she's not going to read Throne of Glass. I'm not really interested in Throne of Glass.
It's like it's less fantasy romance. So
you have
I'm reading
to go
sometimes. I'm not like hurrying up to get through the series, and I think it's actually been at least 4 or 5 months since I've read the second book. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
It's like, you're really enjoying it at the time, but there's not that pull to pick up the next one, But also the first 2 are supposed to be like the worst books in the series, so.
I was really bummed about what is it? The King of Battle and Blood. That first book, I wasn't in love with it, but there was aspects of it that I really enjoyed. Like I really liked the horror elements and her monsters. I thought the way she described them was really neat. And I was curious about the second book, but I didn't pick it up right away. And I'm glad because I've heard everyone talk about it basically kind of just dying, like the plot just completely dying out. And it's just them kind of banging it out. And that's it. There's no real character.
I haven't read that one. That's by
oh gosh.
The Scarlet St. Clair. Is that Karina Halley?
Yeah.
Karina Halley has a vampire one too that I always get the two confused.
Karina Halley, I know April, you're gonna say something different about this. Karina Halley, April loves the pirate book, A Ship of Bones and Teeth. She's obsessed with it. Absolutely loves it. I know I need to read it, April. But I read A River of Shadows. Jess liked that book, but Jess and I said the same thing where Karina's writing the first half of the book and the second half of the book are so disjointed. They don't feel the same at all, which is a bummer because in A River of Shadows, it's literally about like the Finnish gods, the underworld. And it was sick. It felt like an adventure. Or you had all these cool sort of like monsters and creatures, and you felt like you were really going on this quest. And then it just dies as soon as you meet basically your Hades. It just dies. So I was super bummed about that because she has a lot of romance horror, which is what I want. And it's very hard to find for some reason, but.
Yeah, Ship of Bones and Teeth, I found to be like kind of boring. I DNF'd it, but.
Oh, you did? Oh no, don't. April, cover your ears.
No, she knows. She knows.
Oh. Oh, too funny. Well, April's saying right now that Tin is better than Queen of Myth and Monsters. That's the second book of the King of Battle and Blood. Yeah, that's saying something. Tin is horrible.
Wait, that one is Scarlet St. Clair, right?
Yeah, it is Scarlet St. Clair.
See, I tried to read her Hades and Persephone book and I DNF'd it.
Yeah, I hadn't tried it. The first one I tried was King of Battle and Blood, and I had problems with it, but there was aspects where I'm like, ooh, there's some cool stuff in here. But
I want to try Karina Halley's vampire series because that one seems to be her most popular fantasy romance.
I think she has 2. Like Blood.
Well, she has
another.
She has 2 duologies, but they're connected. They're in the same world.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I believe.
Okay. Autumn saying she'll be live on Thursday night sprints. Hopefully I have better signal than last week.
You mean the ones that I thought were tonight?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we did the pop-up sprint. Hannah and I were talking, and she's like, I'm going to be on sprint tonight. I'm like, okay, I'll join. And then she's like, yeah, it's on B's channel. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I don't see
It's
it.
like, oh shit, better delete that community post.
It's all good. That's life. Rachel, actually, quick question. If not cool to ask, sorry in advance. Since there's a love of fantasy romance, would anyone like to get on my ARC squad? Hell yeah.
Just
I'm
put it
down.
on the Hideaways. I don't know which thread. Maybe like the social media thread.
Share your socials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, throw it over there. You could throw it on the romance readathon too. Put it anywhere. But I'm down. What's up? All right, cool. That's actually the last comment. Okay, what time is it? 9:30? Should we do another sprint?
I'm gonna hop off just because.
Okay. I got you.
Old.
All right, why don't we all hop off then? We've been on for a little. Yeah, we've been on for like 2 hours. I should probably go do more
I
writing stuff.
read though. That's like that, like, like goal accomplished. Like this made me read.
Yeah.
And I think I read like 50 pages.
That's good. I don't know how much I read because I hated it. No, 50 pages is good.
Why don't you just stop reading it?
Because we made a commitment to each other. That's honestly the reason why I'm doing it. I would have DNF'd this. Honestly, all of us would have DNF'd it. Literally, no one's enjoying it. But
I ended up DNFing that medieval romance.
Which one?
Winter. The Roberta Gellis one. Winter.
Oh, yeah. Did you end up going on that live show, though?
No, I wasn't supposed to be on it. I was just going to like chat in there. But
oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
no, I didn't. I was going to, but I completely actually like last minute forgot about it. And then like I was on YouTube, I was scrolling and it was like, oh, this finished 30 minutes ago. And I was like,
whoops. Yeah, I started it. I ended up not having time. You and I were chatting about that. Mm-hmm. But when I started it, it's like a heavy plot line, like more so than what I'm typically used to with historical romance. Historical romance has plot and it has story, but I don't know. It's not necessarily that it's more lighthearted, but it just feels lighter than what that like Fire book was by Roberta Gellis. Like that.
Yeah, Fires of Winter. Yeah. It actually has the same name as a Joanna Lindsay book.
Yeah. Yeah. It just felt very like every sentence had a lot of info in it.
It was info dumping constantly, and it was written in a way that even like when conversations would happen, it would skip it and be like, so and so said this, and so that led to this point of the conversation. And like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, it was like it felt like it was putting historical information, which is also, by the way, like not accurate, like which is fine, like it's it's playing around with whatever, and that's, but it was giving that information and that world building, and that was like the number one thing. And like I felt like the character development was kind of lacking, and there was the plot was impossible to follow, like in terms of who was going where for what reasons, and like
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I'll chat to you tomorrow, everybody. See you later. If you guys already subscribed to Hannah, head over to her channel. She's amazing. She just got tons of recs, whether it's fantasy romance, historical romance, and honestly just other genres besides romance too.
Yeah, so I really love fantasy too.
Go subscribe. Subscribe to all the co-hosts. They're amazing. But anyways, toodaloo, guys. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.